and she faced the phone towards the driver's seat. And my son was laying there. He was unresponsive and he looked dead.
Tearful testimony by Katie Bryant, the mother of Dante Wright. She recalled the last moments this week over the phone with her son. The trial of Kim Potter, the former officer charged with manslaughter in Wright's death, has included testimony of Potter's police colleague as well as Dante Wright's girlfriend. Officer Anthony Lucky, who was training under Potter on the day of the shooting, says Wright's vehicle caught his interest when he noticed a right turn blinker go on in a left turn lane. Lucky pulled Wright over and says Wright was respectful, but says Wright wasn't able to provide a driver's license nor insurance. The officer determined Wright had an outstanding warrant for illegal gun possession and an order of protection filed by a woman against Wright. After the shooting, video captured Officer Potter's reaction.
Are you okay? Just breathe. Just breathe.
During the testimony, Elena Albright Payton, Dante Wright's girlfriend, mentioned Wright was very nervous and scared when he was pulled over. She said she and Wright had smoked marijuana earlier that morning. Albright Payton broke down on the stand, describing how she tried to apply pressure to the bullet wound to try and save Wright. At least 2 juveniles are dead after a high-speed chase early Thursday morning. Police say the incident started with the report of an armed carjacking in Minneapolis on Wednesday night. Jason Malillo picks up the story from here.
Robbinsdale police spotted a stolen vehicle here near the intersection of County Road 81 and Abbott Avenue around 2 a.m. on Thursday. They tried to pull the car over, but that started a chase. The chase eventually ended in Minneapolis at the intersection of Lowry Avenue and Hayes Street Northeast. The car crashed and the impact of the crash split the vehicle in half. Police say 5 juveniles were in the stolen SUV. One was pronounced dead on the scene and another later died at the hospital. The other 3 are hurt with substantial but non-life-threatening injuries. Robbinsdale police are working with State Patrol to reconstruct the scene and try to figure out what happened. In Robbinsdale, Jason Malillo, CCX News.
A plan to build 7 single-family homes on an unused portion of the Golden Valley Country Club will move forward. The council approved the final plan with a unanimous vote. Ron Clark Construction will build the homes on the northwest portion of the club's property. It's just over 2 acres in size. This plan has undergone significant changes, and before the final vote, Councilmember Jillian Rosenquist reminded her colleagues that the Golden Valley Country Club is a neighbor with a 100-year history, and she'd like to keep it in the area.
I was at a meeting today where the Plymouth mayor mentioned the backlash over losing the golf course in Plymouth. That's something that I certainly don't want to see happen in Golden Valley.
Although the plan did pass, council members expressed concerns that the Planning Commission recommended against approval in November, saying they were not convinced housing was the best long-term use for the site. We're seeing worker shortages in all industries, and it's hitting schools hard too. The Anoka-Hennepin School District says one of the hardest positions to fill are lunchroom workers. Here's CCX News reporter Nina Bupasavan.
Kim Wilson has been working in child nutrition for the Anoka-Hennepin School District for several years. And recently,
that's gonna have to wait.
She's one of many facing longer days and a lot more work, with 50 fewer workers on the job.
We have to kind of learn to roll with the punches. Our days change. Every day could be something different, and we might not know in advance what that difference is going to be.
Staffing shortages have hit child nutrition hard since the pandemic began, with many taking early retirement and not enough new workers stepping in to fill the gap.
We're hearing on the street that there are a lot of people who just don't want to work with the public anymore, and we work directly with our guests. For our staff, they have to work harder, and that's more stress on them. And that's really what we worry about most right now.
Noah Atlas is the director of child nutrition, and he says not only is he losing staff, but more students are eating at school. This year, meals are free, which means Wilson and other child nutrition workers have to keep up with higher demand.
You just try your hardest to come up with good ideas.
Today at Champlain Brooklyn Park Academy, that means around 500 meals at breakfast and lunch, an increase of nearly 200 students than in years past. As a district, the number of meals meals being served as up to 25,000 meals, an increase of about 2,000 more students.
And that affects how we serve and what we serve to our guests.
Extending lunchtime and simplifying the menu have been some solutions the district has put in place.
Our people are working tremendously hard. I mean, they're working every day to make sure that our guests don't notice that what's happening in the kitchens and with them doesn't affect them when they come to eat.
In the meantime, the district is offering flexible work options and hoping people will help fill a great need to feed the children. Nina Bupasavan, CCX News.
An Osseo chocolate shop has a special assortment on sale just in time for the holidays. It will take chocolate lovers to all corners of the U.S. Chocolates Across America is now available at Painted Turtle Chocolatier in Osseo. Owner Pat Godfrey spent a year working on the concept. The box features chocolates that are representative of most states based on either a famous candy from that area or an ingredient that's specific to a region.
We have a brochure that we include in the box, and for each chocolate there's 2-3 sentences about it. So it's kind of like not only are you eating chocolate, it's a little educational piece at the same time.
And in case you're wondering, Minnesota's representative chocolate is the Nut Goodie. You can buy the box in the shop or order online while supplies last.